I'm Adam.
I'm Tina.
And I'm Molly.
And we have a great topic for you this week, daily life. That is the topic.
Everybody knows about. We're so excited to talk about it because it's something we know a lot about, clearly.
Right.
We each have daily lives. So
we have a couple great guests on, musical guest and a celebrity student to talk to.
Yes.
So yeah, what do we else do we have on the
Definitely want to stay
rundown?
tuned for all of that. And then of course, if Zach gets here and is responsible, like we're hoping he will be, you'll see the second episode of Mysteries. Is that what this little series is called? Is it?
You don't know.
Well, okay.
We don't know. It's going to be a surprise.
We don't know. It's a surprise. Yes.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
So we'll see.
And we're also going to have the first ever Tina's Tips.
Well, Zach
wrote me into this.
The problem is Zach didn't really bring the things that you were supposed to show us how to do.
Yeah, but I already have I have a backup in my head.
Excellent.
Yeah, because I think the graphic is too priceless to waste.
We will have Tina's tips shown on air then. Good. All right. What else do we have on the
things
rundown?
In the form of a list?
We
have a list?
We did have that, but once again,
we still have the list. We still have the list. You don't even have to have the package.
Do you have the list?
Well, you can still talk about the things you made the package, Adam.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll think about that. Yeah.
But for this first segment, we just wanted to talk a little bit, or I wanted to see if they would talk for a little bit about their morning routines. What are your morning routines like, guys?
Go ahead, Adam.
All right, my morning routine. Okay, we'll just go with today because it does vary. But I woke up.
Is it still a routine if it varies? I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah, because it varies systematically.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're like a weekly routine.
Yeah. Right. Like different thing on Monday, different on Tuesday.
Yes. So it's
class
right. Do you wake up at the same time every day?
No.
Is that part of the routine?
No.
Okay.
There's no way I could do that. Like on Wednesday, I have to wake up at 4:30. To go do KXUA. But on like Tuesday and Thursday, I get to sleep until about 10. So it's really not uneven, that's the word. But like today, I just woke up, hit the snooze a bunch of times on my alarm, then I texted all my co-hosts to see if they're awake. Molly was the only one who texted back. And then got in the shower, didn't really feel like shaving, didn't feel like gelling my hair, so put my clothes on. About 20 minutes, I was all ready to walk out the door.
It's easy.
Wow.
Easy being a boy. We were talking about this before the start of the show, and Tina and I were in agreement that for this case, getting ready in the morning, being a boy definitely has its advantages.
Exactly.
But I don't know about you, Tina, but I know that my hair is so low maintenance, so easy. It'll dry in 3 minutes if I put a hair dryer to it.
That is so nice. No, I think it takes at least 10 minutes to blow dry my hair, and I'm not sure
why.
But yeah, at least 10 minutes, and I've always been slow getting ready in the mornings, just
moving around.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But I really am slow. So I need to have about an hour and 15 minutes usually to get ready.
Wow.
And not because not because I'm doing something for an hour and 15 minutes, but just because I do dawdle in the mornings.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you get your cup of coffee and flip on the news?
Just kind of stare at the coffee before you drink it.
Yes, really, it's more like that. It's more like stand up, stare at my bed for a few minutes, pull the covers up.
Yeah.
I'm very obsessive compulsive about making my bed. So obsessive compulsive that if I don't make it in the morning, I will make it right before I go to bed. I'll make it and then unmake it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Tina, that's weird.
Yes.
That is weird. But I think that making your bed in the morning, that's a great routine to get in because you feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah.
And then for me, I'm like, okay, I did something. Now let's go do the next thing.
Just having it clean looks good too.
Right.
Yeah.
I function a lot better when everything's clean. But what else is involved in your morning routine? Do you get up early and go to the gym, or what do you like to do?
I wish I had that on my calendar.
She runs a few miles every morning just to get the blood flowing.
I'm totally notorious for my planning. I think I am anyway. I'm pretty obsessive compulsive about that too.
They watch. They know.
Right. And so I literally have a schedule with pretty much every half hour blocked out for something, and I have it color coded. You know, this is class, this is the Traveler, this is AM Arkansas, whatever. So I have it all there. And every morning, highlighted in green, is run. At what time do I have it scheduled in there? I think from 7 to 7:30.
How many times?
And I've done that so far this semester 0 times.
Wow.
0 times.
Wow.
And I don't, and the bad thing is that because it's scheduled for that time slot,
you feel guilty.
I can have like 2 hours in the afternoon and be like, well, I don't want to run right now because I'm going to wake up early tomorrow morning and run.
Smart.
But I never do, see? So it ends up just being no exercise whatsoever. But I do have, I do always make my bed the first thing when I get up out of bed, pretty much. Once in a while I'll miss that, but then, shower and do my makeup and dry my hair, and it shouldn't take an hour and 15 minutes, but it always does.
But it does.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be worse. I know that my roommate, when he wakes up, his morning routine is to slam all the cupboard doors shut. I think to wake me for the intention to wake me up, but
see, that's not speaking badly about my 2 girl roommates because I love them very, very much. But one of them has a tendency to do that. She wakes up in the morning and it doesn't matter what time it is. She slams doors everywhere. Bathroom door, bedroom door, kitchen cabinets. I mean, I'm in my room. I can hear halfway to the. I mean, oh, God.
Except for our front door, he leaves that sometimes just wide open. So then I wake up a few hours later and I'm like, thanks a lot.
You're kidding. Front door wide open.
And we were robbed a few years ago. Like when I was home because we left the door unlocked at night. And
that would do it.
So have you been living there for a couple of years?
No, this is a different apartment complex. This one we have never been robbed at. Yeah, same roommate.
So
same
you're
roommate.
sticking with him. You must just feel safer in this
surprisingly I get along better with him than anyone else.
Oh, well, nice.
You can tell how easy I am to live with then.
But you might want to have a talk with him about locking this door, at least shutting the door. Locking, we'll get there.
Yeah. That should definitely be. But I was going to say that part of my morning routine that you mentioned is the snooze button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Molly,
important.
do you ever have to hit the snooze button? You're a morning person.
I don't.
Wow.
In fact, it's amazing. I don't even have to set an alarm half the time.
Wow. That is impressive.
Of that.
That is impressive.
I learned this thing called your internal clock, and it really, really works. It really does. I was in high school. My mom would, she would use her internal clock, and I was like, Mom, you're crazy, okay? Wow. So she's like, no, it really works. So before I went to bed, I really would say, okay, I need to be up by 7:15. I would wake up within 2 minutes of 7:15.
That is impressive.
I'm not kidding.
How do you do that?
I don't know. It's like magic. You just tell
I would
yourself.
really like to try that, but I'm trying to think when would be a low-risk time to try it. Because, for example, if I said tomorrow, I need to wake up at 7 because I have a geology field trip at 8:30 and it didn't work,
Wait,
I missed
do you?
the entire field trip.
On Saturday?
Yes.
You know what you might do?
Horrible.
I do.
You know what you might do?
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
It gets us out of the final. We get a 100% on the final.
Oh gosh, I do it.
Okay.
If I were you, if you need to be up by 7, set your alarm for, or if you need to be up by 7.
Yeah.
Set your alarm for 7.
And tell yourself.
But tell yourself you're gonna wake up at 6:45.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a good idea.
That is a
But
good idea.
one of my
Gonna
morning
try that.
routines. It's been a morning routine since I was in the 4th grade. It's been many years. I listen to a morning radio show. I'm a very faithful listener. Kid Craddock in the morning. I turn it on, and if I don't have a radio anywhere in my house, but I log on to the internet and listen while I'm getting ready. It's my morning routine. I can't start the morning without it.
I used to do the radio alarm thing, but it always would just get me too involved in the song to get out of bed. So now I just have the really...
You'd be in there, you'd be in your bed dancing.
Yeah, exactly. Or they'd say something funny, and I keep want to listen to the DJ banter.
Sometimes I get myself in trouble. Like this morning, I got here early, and I walked into the studio. Nobody was here, so I went back out to the car, turned on the radio until I knew somebody would be here. Because I love it.
I knew somebody had shown up before, so okay, that was you. That was you. Showing us all
One of these days I'm going to be the first person here, but not this week.
Maybe if my tires get slashed and Jonathan is absent and Zach is sick and Molly
isn't working
off
and
that week.
Who knows?
Yeah.
One day it will happen and everyone will be surprised, and we hope that you're watching that day so that I can tell you about it. But we also hope that you stay tuned because we'll be right back after this break.
Every morning there's a halo. Then the morning comes early in the morning. We wake up in the morning when the day is new. Pure morning, pure.
KX28. Back to Arkansas.
Welcome back.
Wow, that was really fast.
Yeah.
Yes, no morning. Well, we are back with a absolute celebrity. Everyone knows her name. We are so excited to have her on the show. The one and only Chadeen Barker. We're so excited to talk
Thanks for joining us.
about your daily routine. We're so thrilled. I mean, what's it like when you wake up in the morning?
Awesome. I'm sorry. I'm just a huge fan.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep gushing the whole time.
Okay, yeah. My daily routine, I wake up, I usually stub my toe because the door seems,
Wait, but doesn't somebody open the door for you? Like, don't you have like a butler? Or
where do you live? Do you still live in a dorm, or do you live in a
fire your
house?
husband.
Live in a house. No, I
Do
have
your
to
roommates
open
just like bow down to you? Or how does this work? How many roommates do you have?
one. No one bows. No.
Oh, well, you're probably too humble for all that. I know you're like
Yeah.
You're like a regular person. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to keep that.
Keep it real.
Like that, yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you stub your toe.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what else? Like when you get in the shower, I mean, is it just a normal routine in the morning, or does somebody bring you breakfast in bed, and your fresh, crisp paper? What goes on in the morning?
Molly,
Seriously,
don't bother
I'm sorry to pry, but I just am really interested.
I have a loofah. I mean...
Oh, I do too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You're on your way to celebrity.
Oh my gosh.
gosh.
I'm so excited.
That's
Wow.
great.
Okay, so when you wake up, is there paparazzi at your window, like, or when you walk out of your house and you're
Like,
you're
how is
walking
that?
to class and
I've
people are
always
like,
wondered.
"Wow, this girl who's so famous." Yeah, don't they take pictures of you?
No, no one takes pictures of me.
They're so considerate of your privacy. That is really great.
They must
I
be,
didn't have-
because
That
I
is.
haven't ever seen one.
Usually don't
so.
hear like great things about paparazzi very
Yeah.
often, so that makes me really happy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess so. It's really not too bad of a life. I just walk out my door and
What's it like in
walk
class?
to. I walk.
Yeah,
I
I know.
walk to
Are
class.
people like
Trying to sit by
completely,
you.
yeah, and turning around if they're at the front of the class and you're at the back of the class
Yeah.
waving to you?
Or do they just like pretend that they don't know?
Or do you
'cause
have
they're
like
too
a
nervous?
security person in the back making
Oh,
sure
yeah,
nobody messes
probably a
with you?
security person,
That's
of
probably-
course.
that's
You have a
probably
security
what it
Always
is.
person.
wondered.
right?
You don't have to tell us if it would like give
But
away
see,
your
I feel like
security
maybe since
business.
we're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, we're not in LA. Maybe she's under the radar a little bit. Maybe that's why the
Yeah, I think maybe
paparazzi
did we
aren't.
discover you? Do people here not know how famous you are?
Could be
Or I
when
want to know mostly like
Miley
how.
Cyrus goes back home, nobody knows who she
Yeah,
is.
that's
The
probably
thing I
good.
want to know, because it's most important to me, is how do you get dressed in the morning? I mean, do you have like one of those clueless revolving closets, or do you have somebody
wish.
like a
Isn't
stylist?
that the coolest thing? No, I don't have one of those. I it's not even a walk-in closet. I just open my door and there's my clothes.
Wow.
So
Well, it
Wow.
must be great being a celebrity.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
it doesn't. It just sounds so much
It sounds
different
so
than my
much
life.
better than my life. I mean, when I wake up,
Absolutely.
I stub my toe, and no one even feels bad about
No.
it.
Yeah, nobody.
So-
cares. You're like a person. We're just people.
Must be. Yeah. Yeah.
So, what is your favorite part of the day? A normal day, the day in the life of Channing Barker. What's the best thing that goes on?
You know, I do love breakfast. It is one of my
Oh my
favorite.
God.
What do you eat? What do you eat for breakfast?
Me
Oh my
too.
gosh.
I had breakfast.
I had
once.
breakfast.
This is so cool.
Wow.
Do you do one of those like
my
Mary
God.
Kate and Ashley Olsen ones, or eat like a grapefruit and like an egg white, and that's it? Or what do you
I
do?
don't think
Oh
they
wow. Is that what you eat?
Oh my gosh! Because if it is, I'll eat it too.
I eat oatmeal.
eat oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
What kind?
Perfect.
What
I'll
kind?
switch to oatmeal.
I usually eat plain,
Plain.
and then I add honey and maple brown sugar. Just
Wow,
a little bit of
that's
it.
so creative! What a good idea!
Maple,
and brown sugar.
Wow.
And
Make sure
skim
to
milk,
have
just a
it.
little bit of skim milk, just to give,
To watch the figure, because
Yeah.
you have to look up for all the
Makes
pictures.
sense.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
This has
Wow.
been so enlightening.
Really, it has. I mean,
just-
I just can't thank you enough for taking time out of your crazy morning. It's a
amazing.
Friday
I can't
morning.
believe you
Thank you
came.
for being here so much.
You are really welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Of course, anytime.
Well, great. So we're just so excited that Cheney was on the show, and maybe people will wake up now and realize that we have a celebrity in our midst.
Yeah,
and
who might we have next week?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson? Maybe. We don't know. You'll have to see.
Oh, actually, we were kind of hoping we would get Marilyn Manson because
Yeah, I don't know where that
Molly's
came
a
from.
huge
No.
fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan. Knows
She
all
has
about
like
his
a huge
background.
poster of him on her wall.
Keep that under the radar. But I did actually, when I was in junior, I had a shirt with his face on it. It was a gift.
Wow, is
It was a
right.
gag gift from a friend.
Molly, I think I've had that shirt before too.
Oh, well, then you're good.
Then I'm
Great,
cool.
see?
Then I'm
Wow.
cool.
Okay. Wow.
Awesome.
Found it.
So now I'm going to have to get one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like 4. So I can if one gets
I'm
dirty,
going
I
to
can
get
just
5
wear.
then, Adam.
Well,
Wait, but Channing, I
7
do remember
actually, so I can wear one every day of the week.
we
That's
were
just
talking
lame.
about back in the control room before the show that you were actually going to change your hair, dye it back to
Oh,
a different
wow.
color, so we might not
yeah.
recognize you on
Yeah.
campus.
That-
People
oh.
might be confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to weigh my options right now. I think, being a blonde all my life and then now being a brunette, it's very different. So now I can't decide. What do we think? You guys think blonde or brunette?
You know what? I think either way, it's just that's what you do as a celebrity. You have to
Yeah.
keep changing
Yeah,
and keep
yeah.
keeping up with
Madonna,
the
you
Yeah.
always have to just reinvent yourself every
Right.
few
Cut
years.
your hair, get extensions, cut it again.
But
get
I'd
extensions
be
again, change
surprised
the
because
color.
after hearing you say you're changing to blonde, I heard Tina say she's going blonde.
Wow.
Well,
so I think she's
me?
cupping.
I mean, can you really blame me?
No.
I'm
not blonde. I've never done it, but I might.
I think you should, Molly.
Adam, what about you? Are you going to get some highlights?
I already have highlights.
Oh.
Thanks for noticing.
I just was adding to
They're so lovely, Adam. I really like them.
Adam,
thank you, Tina.
they look
They
so
look really
natural,
good.
and
Thank
that's
you.
what you
They
need to be aiming for.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
She likes my hair.
Well, good. So I'm glad that somebody likes your hair. And the weight of the person who does makes me almost like it too.
Whoa,
Yes,
what?
almost.
But for now,
Yeah, we
would like to say a big hello to the students at Butterfield Trail
Hey,
Elementary
Butterfield.
School. We're so excited
Thanks for
that you're going to
watching
watch us. And Starling is here, and we're so excited that we're going to have her on the show later, so definitely stay tuned. We're going to talk with her a little bit, and we're going to have her sing, so that's going to be exciting. And in the next episode, in the next segment, we'll probably have Tina's tips and things in the form of a list.
I can't miss
So,
that.
Can't miss it.
so
Stay
stay
with us.
tuned. Good job.
The Sports Advantage, Thursday at 9 on UATV.
25 million homeless animals are euthanized each year in the United States. That's a rate of 1 per second. Spaying and neutering is the only way to see the end of pet overpopulation.
The Humane Society of the Ozarks has partnered with local veterinarians to provide a low-cost spay and neuter program. Assistance is available to all Northwest Arkansas pet owners.
For more information, contact the Humane Society today.
Wednesdays at 7 on UATV. Entertainment, fashion, and Hollywood gossip. Tuesdays at 7 on UATV.
Welcome back to AM Arkansas. We're still sitting here. Starling said after she sang that she just didn't want to leave, and we didn't want her to leave, so she stayed on, but Molly did have to go.
Right.
So it's going to be Adam and me for the rest of the show.
This is our replacement for Zach, so...
Pretty good replacement, I think.
Right. I think everyone would agree if we opened it up to the viewers.
Yes, I think so. If we took a poll.
Sorry, Zach.
Bring her on, make her permanent.
Yeah.
So you've been selling Girl Scout cookies, you told us. You sold the most cookies out of your troop, is that right?
Nice.
Yeah. Well, did you like selling cookies, or was it hard?
What kind of cookies did you sell? What are the flavors?
I don't know.
Remember you were just saying you really liked it.
I really like Dulce Dots.
All right, Thin Mint's the best.
Yep, Thin Mints are my favorite too. Yeah. They really are. So we think that you should make cookies a part of your daily routine.
That would be the best part of my day, I think. Besides AMR.
Of course.
Yeah, besides that.
Especially rough cafeteria cookies. Sunday, do you have good cookies in your school cafeteria? What kinds of food do they serve in your cafeteria?
Good food.
See, how exciting would that be? I wish we had.
Wow.
We do have good food.
Wow.
I love.
You know, we probably have Chartwell's people that watch.
I love the rough cookies. I really do. I really do. Well, okay. So this week's theme is daily life, and we were going to talk during this segment a little bit about whose daily life we would trade for if we could be anybody in the entire world. If you could be anybody in the entire world, Starling, who would you be?
You say your mom.
Hannah Montana.
There you go.
Hannah Montana. Why would you like to be Hannah Montana?
Because she's a good singer and I'm a good singer. And
oh, so you don't even need to be Hannah Montana. You can just be you.
You're already there.
Yeah. What about you, Adam? Who do you wish you could trade your daily life?
Oh, she already took Hannah Montana.
Oh,
but
yeah,
probably James Bond.
James Bond?
Yeah,
Nice.
it'd be a lot of fun.
Oh.
He doesn't really have much of a routine though. He kind of has to vary it up a lot. I don't know if.
But you don't either. You said.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm on a weekly routine. I'm very habitual.
You get to travel a lot. That'd be
That's
fun.
true. Problem is, I'm very picky about certain things. I'd have to bring my own shower head with me and adjust that, and I'd have to always be somewhere within the vicinity of Fayetteville so I could watch UATV all the time.
I don't know how you can make it without UATV if you were
really,
James Bond. I'm thinking James Bond probably watches AM Arkansas and get some tips because especially with our new series Mysteries.
Mysteries, right?
He
That's
could pick
all
up a lot
right
of
up his
tips.
angle.
And we know that we left you hanging last week with our first minute of this recurring segment. And so we
do have to recap it, yeah.
Oh, okay,
so
go
people,
ahead.
Yeah, if you don't remember, in our 2-minute segment last week, Zach and I were making campaign songs for our friend for ASG, and I got a mysterious Honesty Bots message, and I met an informant in the Harmon parking garage. So let's see what happens next.
It's good that you came.
A river runs through it.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
Listen, this is vital.
Shadow. ASG.
A what? What is this shadow? Why a shadow ASG?
Things are not as you think they are. And it's important that you understand.
Tell me more.
The best I can tell you is that there are no guests at this hotel.
This is the best I can do. And I think I'm being very clear with you. Okay? Shadow ASG. You're a smart man, Adam.
Why would you need a shadow? Where can I find this shadow ASG? The rover is coming.
The rover?
Who or what's the rover?
Look, is there anything more you can tell me? Anything I can print? This is not...
That's all you've got. That's the best I can do.
All right, welcome back to AM Arkansas. Of course, you'll have to.
We
tune
never
in
actually
next
left.
week.
We never went to a break. That was just a package, Adam.
You can tell how much I pay attention to. What's
Yeah,
going
we're
on
very
around me.
distracted because Starling's too cute.
Yeah.
We're just having so much fun. Yes.
You wanted to explain to your friends what that little dot is?
What is
you
that?
want to know what this little dot is? It's a microphone.
Why do you have the microphone on?
Because I don't know.
So you can be loud so you can hear. And apparently we were having some microphone problems before, so we apologize for that.
Somebody was sitting on their microphone.
I don't understand. That didn't happen. But no. But so what exactly happened in that segment, Adam? Do you want to debrief us, because I didn't understand it at all?
Well, didn't you watch?
No, didn't you just hear me? I was distracted.
Yeah. Well, my informant was giving me mysterious coded messages, and you have to tune in next week to find out what they may or may not mean.
All right.
Yeah, we only have like 6 more episodes left, so we're going to have to hurry the plot along faster.
All right. Okay, well, so what will you do when you get back to school today, Starling?
Play.
You'll play? What will you play? What's your favorite thing to do at recess? Do you have recess?
Mm-hmm.
Do you play like Foursquare or kickball or?
No. We just play with friends and do whatever we want to do.
Well, that sounds fun. That sounds like our school days, too. We get to play and do whatever we want to do, too.
It's great. Like, I love my Italian class. We just goof around, don't really do
Your Italian teacher's probably watching, too, right?
No, she doesn't watch, because I made comments before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we hope that you have a great day at school, and we're so thankful that you came on the show. You definitely have a future in TV, I think, because you're not camera shy, are you?
Hey, thanks so much.
So thank you for coming on the show. And of course, Starling's mom is Robin Ledbetter, who's one of our journalism professors, and we learned everything we know from her, which we hope...
All the good parts.
We hope, yes, all the good parts.
Right.
We hope that she appreciates us saying that and isn't insulted by us saying that because we're silly on this show. But we thank you again, and please stay tuned because we'll be coming right back.
Hello, I'm Andrea Fournet. Yoga is a great way to start your day. It's also a great remedy for a case of the Mondays. Join me every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. and Mondays at 9:30 p.m. for Yoga with Andrea here on UATV.
Hey, welcome back to AM Arkansas. I love it when our TD tells us we're coming back in 30 and we just we're like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. And then
I was completely prepared. I don't know if you saw me look up and smile exactly as we came back on the air, but I was definitely ready.
You're supposed to already be smiling before it starts, because as soon as we go to commercials, we just all frowny faces, just so miserable. And then once we're on the air again, we're really excited. Because,
So this it's just going to be Adam and me for the rest of the show, as we said earlier. We still don't know where Zach is. Are we making a big enough point of this? We probably should have just been professional and ignored it and gone on.
Way to be a team player, Zach. Right. We're all counting on you. And
let us down.
But if something bad did happen,
we don't mean a word of what we're saying.
No, we're just joking.
And we miss you and we love you. But it's time for a new segment on the show, Tina's Tips.
Show us your tips, Tina.
Yeah, well...
There we go.
Whoa. Who made that graphic? Who made that graphic?
It was not me.
I'm looking so good in that picture. Remember that was when I had that awesome makeover from that really great hairstylist?
I remember him. He was really good looking too.
All right, so that explains why
well,
I look so good.
What are you going to show us today?
Okay, well our theme is daily life, and I thought it's a crucial part of daily life that we drink water.
I tried once.
My first tip is drink water. It's just my first tip. But sometimes water doesn't taste very good, right?
Usually.
Yeah. I've never met anyone who actually doesn't like the taste of water, except for Adam. But that doesn't mean anything that Adam doesn't like water. What I'm saying is it's great that God innately created us to like something that we need to survive, water. He didn't create us to automatically like coffee, didn't create us to automatically like tea, but he did create us to automatically like water. So, but at the same time, sometimes it's still really just drab and boring. You don't really just want to drink water. You'd rather have the Coke. You get addicted to caffeine, and then you have to deal with caffeine withdrawal headaches. So it's a difficult situation. But what I'm saying is make sure you get enough water. I'm sure there's a recommended amount, but a doctor could tell you that.
12 glasses a day.
Ask a doctor, because I'm not.
I am a doctor.
Oh, well, Adam can tell you everything I don't know, because he is omniscient. But I was thinking that in the interests of recycling and being good for the environment, you should always use disposable plastic water bottles and styrofoam cups.
Right. We're very green here at UATV.
Yes. So those were going to be my next tips, because a water bottle is so handy. It's just you know, you're going to drink water if you can just grab a bottle and drink it. And I think that Nalgene's and Cigs and all those bottles that you can reuse are kind of overrated because you have to clean them.
Why would you want to reuse a bottle?
You have to refill them.
Yeah.
So,
and you have to bring it with you when it's empty to go refill it.
Yeah. So we're saying just pack a bunch of plastic water bottles. You know those shows that say forever in a landfill? Who doesn't want love to be forever?
It's like a diamond.
Yeah. A water bottle is forever. So why wouldn't you want a water bottle?
I'm just going to give a diamond as part of my or a
water bottle. Just ask a girl, will you marry me? And give her a water bottle. She will not be able to resist. That's another tip. Yeah. Okay, so either drink out of a water bottle or get a styrofoam cup, fill it up with ice. I think that ice makes all the difference in the world to how well you enjoy your water.
That is the only time I can stand plain water is with ice.
Yeah, with ice. So fill your cup with ice and then unscrew the cap of your bottle.
Whoa. How do you do that?
I don't actually really know, but I know it involves the use of an opposable thumb. So if you don't have one, you're out of luck.
I always just cut the tops of my bottles off.
Humans do. Yeah, well, you could actually just do this. See?
Wow, that explains why they have the plastic top. Okay,
and
I got it.
Tilt the bottle. You hear that nice, lovely sound when it hits the ice. I don't actually know whose water bottle this is or whose water it was, so I hope whoever it was is hygienic because I'm going to drink it. Not on the air. Later.
She's not going to drink it.
Right, and my last tip for making water a little bit more palatable is to buy the Crystal Light packets. Close to Kool-Aid. Yeah. Get the Crystal Light packets. You just have to tear that little top off, dump it in your water. Voila, you've got raspberry lemonade or peach tea or whatever good flavor you prefer. But the point is that it'll be a whole lot more fun all of a sudden to get in your 8 glasses a day. This has been Tina's Tips. Stay tuned to watch more AM Arkansas. Welcome back to AM Arkansas once again.
We do that every time. Even this time, we're like, okay, 30 seconds. We got it.
This has been a record number of times that we've not been ready to come back from the break this show. So I'm just going to be candid and
resume tape.
Time.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. But we're still having fun here on the show. We hope that you are too. Talking about daily life. We just finished Tina's Tips. I hope that was useful for you. I don't know if you guys understand. I'm assuming everybody does. Our viewers are incredibly intelligent, but our show is almost like the opposite show.
Like, how do you mean?
I mean, like, we should almost call it Opposite Arkansas. I mean, we almost should. Because, here, we're interviewing this celebrity, and then come to find out, afterwards, we find out that she's not even famous.
That's true.
Somebody really told us she was. We wouldn't have just brought some random student onto the show and interviewed them like they were famous.
I mean, it's not like I just, like...
She wasn't famous, but she wasn't famous, and we're sitting there asking her questions like she's famous.
I mean, I went through a rigorous screening process to pick out our guest.
Yeah.
The people had to respond to my Facebook status begging for a guest to be on the show.
Seriously. So, of course we were going to get someone primo with that kind of a recruitment strategy.
I mean, how could you not?
So then, last segment we have Tina's Tips, and I'm very earnest about my protection of the environment. I really and sincerely want to do my share. Nobody could be greener than I am. And when I said that about the water bottles and the styrofoam cups, I meant it. And then come to find out, that's actually bad for the environment.
How so?
Somebody wired that.
How could wasting plastic and styrofoam be bad?
I don't understand either, but the point is...
I swear like 5 years ago they were telling us to waste as much as possible.
They were.
It's like diet, like trans fat, no trans fat.
I took it to heart because I take everything to heart. And now I'm probably going to start using those reusable bottles. Then I'm going to find out that they have like estrogen in them or something, and that by drinking them, my hormones could get out of whack. And then what will I do?
Then you will die.
No, then I'll have to adopt the next piece of advice.
Oh, right. That too.
So what I'm saying is this is the opposite show, despite our best efforts to make this something that really serves our audience.
This is actually during the evening.
Yeah. It's PM Arkansas.
Yeah, PM Arkansas.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have the same ring
No alliteration, but that's also fitting.
That's the key to a good title, alliteration. It doesn't have to make sense, but if the letters also... Hey.
AM Arkansas.
Campus Crossfire.
Campus Crossfire.
View from the hit. No, never mind.
Well,
they don't all work, but...
Just kidding. I was about to say something I should not say.
What was that?
Nothing.
You can whisper it in my ear. I won't repeat it.
I'll whisper it in the commercials. So so our point is it's kind of opposite, and then we have this whole situation where we're really excited to come back on the air, but we look like we're just all over the place, and that we're not really excited to come back.
Whoa,
that's also opposite.
I look very excited.
You're the one who's been saying the whole time that we've not been ready.
Well, that's also true. It's a paradox, like one of those circles. It's not really a circle.
We could call it PM Paradox because our show is very paradoxical.
It sounds like some sort of antidepressant pill.
Yes, it does. It does.
You happier.
But that's exactly what we are, an antidepressant
pill.
Jolt.
And we're twice as addictive. So you have to tune in next week or you will get
What are we talking about next week, Adam?
Next week is Friday the 13th.
Ooh, we're going to be talking about superstitions.
And assuming Zach's not in charge of the packages, we will have some awesome stuff for you.
Yes. And we'll maybe show you some of the packages we didn't get to show you this week. So that's added incentive to stay on the show. I mean, to stay watching the show.
We'll tie it in
week.
somehow.
But so we just had the new segment. We are trying to kind of evolve a structure so that as we're being silly and sarcastic and whatever, we still kind of have this, these recurring segments. And obviously Mysteries is one, and Tina's Tips is going to be another. But we also have a third new thing called Things in the Form of a List.
Yeah.
Things in the Form of a List. And for this particular episode, we're just going to be talking about things in the form of a list, but ordinarily it's going to be our kind of trademark style of bam, 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 and a list of various things that answer a simple question or follow a single topic.
Correct.
Like 50 things to do instead of homework, which still might be my all-time favorite package. Or 5 ways to tell that your boyfriend's cheating on you.
Right.
Those kinds of things.
10 ways to de-stress.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Bang your head against
the wall. I'm laughing.
Yeah. Lots of fun.
Laughing is really fun. Okay, so, but for today, we're going to be talking, our things in the form of a list are routines, like, throughout the centuries.
Right, so what's an example?
So an example would be...
What did they do in the 19th century?
I was going to go with the 18th century.
Even better. Yeah. That's my favorite century.
18th century, it was routine to not shower at all. In fact, there were even laws in Boston and some areas of the country that said that you couldn't shower more than once a year because they really believed that it was excruciatingly unhealthy for you to shower.
That is now my least favorite century.
Yeah.
In the 19th century, though, it was routine not to use the internet. Nobody would use it back then. Like, not even Facebook.
Weird.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like, because I was talking to my history professor, and I was like, well, why didn't Lincoln just send a Facebook message to Grant and get all the troops figured out? And she's like, they didn't use Facebook back then. It's so... And I actually looked through all these historical files and Lincoln's letters. No mention at all of Facebook, no Zynga, no Gmail, nothing at all. They didn't even have iPhones.
That is so bizarre.
Yeah. I don't understand these different cultures. They're so, it's like, like some cultures like sacrifice babies or whatnot, and I guess in the 18th or 19th century they didn't use the internet.
I mean, that kind of reminds me how even at the turn of the 20th century, people didn't watch TV.
Really?
So we would...
Not even UA TV?
Well, I mean, I'm sure probably some people watched UA TV, but it was so just... You know how we're so provocative and so stimulating, and so it was too much because this was a Victorian era, and they were very being staid and proper was really important. So it was actually illegal to watch AM Arkansas.
They were very anti-intellectual.
And people had to watch it underground. It was completely
like on subways.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, did they have subways then?
Sure.
Yeah, I think they were actually building the subway right around that time, and the real reason they built the subway was so they could watch AM Arkansas. It had nothing to do with transportation.
And then just as time went on, they started to realize, hey, we could put a train through here, and we get around a lot faster.
In the 50s, it was routine to not be colorful, to have no color. Everything was black and white.
Everyone wore a fedora, too.
Everything was black and white in the 50s.
But then as time started to change, and people started to do other things and they turned into color.
Right. You're trying not to say what Pleasantville
I was like,
implies.
crap. I was like, okay, no, just skip it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Tobey Maguire changed everything.
Yes, indeed. So anyway, the point is that there were a lot of very interesting routines in the past. We can be grateful we live in the present because your routine is to wake up with AM Arkansas every Friday, and I don't know how anything could be better than that. So we're so excited that you watched the show today. We hope that you'll tune in next week for Superstitions. I'm Tina.
And I'm Adam. We'll see you later.
is all